The lazy person. Often referred to as the couch potato, the lazy man avoids effort and prefers comfort above all else. Studies show that about 15% of men identify as having low motivation to achieve long-term goals. Pew Research, 2022. His typical day includes minimal physical activity and maximum screen time. While this behavior might stem from a lack of purpose, psychologists suggest it could also be linked to low dopamine levels, which reduce the drive for reward-based action. Traits: apathetic, procrastinator, pleasure seeker. Interesting fact: men who identify as lazy are more likely to report lower life satisfaction. Gallup, 2021. The victim. The victim is characterized by his constant belief that life is unfair to him. He externalizes blame for failures, whether it's the economy, relationships, or bad luck. Research from Harvard, 2020, suggests that this mindset is often a product of childhood experiences where blame shifting was a learned behavior. Traits: complaining, dependent, negative. Interesting fact: men with a victim mentality are 30% less likely to seek therapy compared to other personality types. The saintly man lives by moral principles and often sacrifices personal gain for the benefit of others. He's the quintessential good guy. While admired for his integrity, he may sometimes struggle with assertiveness. According to a Stanford study, 2021, men with high altruistic tendencies report stronger emotional well-being. Traits: empathetic, self-sacrificing, reliable. Interesting fact: 40% of women in a 2023 dating survey preferred men who exhibited traits of kindness and morality. The ordinary man. This type represents the majority. He lives a balanced life, works a stable job, and finds joy in everyday routines. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 60% of men fit into this middle ground category, striving for a mix of stability and contentment. Traits: predictable, steady, family-oriented. Interesting fact: ordinary men are 50% more likely to be considered dependable partners in long-term relationships. The omega male. Unlike the alpha, the omega is independent but avoids traditional leadership roles. He often pursues niche interests and doesn't seek validation. A 2020 study from the University of Cambridge notes that omega males often excel in specialized fields like gaming, programming, or creative arts. Traits: reclusive, intellectual, self-sufficient. Interesting fact: omega males are 70% more likely to be introverts compared to other types. The ambitious man. This man is goal-driven and thrives on achievement. Whether in his career, fitness, or personal growth, he's constantly striving for more. According to a 2019 study by Forbes, ambitious men are 80% more likely to report financial success, but also experience higher stress levels. Traits: determined, competitive, visionary. Interesting fact: ambitious men work an average of 55 hours per week compared to the national average of 40 hours. The leader. The leader commands respect and naturally takes charge. He thrives in group settings and is often charismatic. Research from the Journal of Leadership Studies, 2021, suggests that leaders tend to have high levels of extroversion and emotional intelligence. Traits: decisive, inspiring, confident. Interesting fact: men with leadership traits are 60% more likely to be promoted to executive roles. The alpha male. Dominant and assertive, the alpha male seeks control and is often seen as a natural leader. However, this archetype can sometimes overshadow others. Studies from the University of Manchester, 2022, indicate that alpha males often have higher testosterone levels, which correlate with assertiveness. Traits: bold, dominant, influential. Interesting fact: 65% of alpha males report higher levels of confidence in social settings. The sigma male. The sigma is the lone wolf. He avoids traditional hierarchies but exudes independence and quiet confidence. Unlike the alpha, he doesn't crave attention. A 2021 Pew Research survey found that 20% of men identify with sigma-like traits. Traits: mysterious, self-reliant, introverted. Interesting fact: sigma males often have higher IQs, with an average of 120 plus in studies. According to statistics, only 5% of people can subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's start. 3, 2, 1. The romantic. The romantic man prioritizes love and relationships above all else. He's emotionally expressive and often idealizes partners. According to Psychology Today, 30% of men who describe themselves as romantics report higher satisfaction in relationships. Traits: passionate, sensitive, affectionate. Interesting fact: romantic men are 25% more likely to write poetry or engage in creative expressions of love. The rebel. The rebel challenges authority and norms. He's innovative but often disruptive. Studies show that rebellious men are more likely to start their own businesses. Entrepreneurship Journal, 2019. Traits: non-conforming, risk-taking, innovative. Interesting fact: 40% of successful entrepreneurs identify with rebellious traits. 12th, the intellectual. Deep thinkers. Intellectual men value knowledge and philosophical pursuits. According to a 2020 MIT study, intellectuals are often attracted to careers in academia, research, and tech. Traits: analytical, curious, logical. Interesting fact: intellectuals read an average of 25 books per year. The adventurer. Lovers of thrill and exploration. Adventurers live for the rush. Whether it's climbing mountains or traveling, they're always seeking their next escapade. A National Geographic study, 2022, found that men who identify as adventurers are 40% happier when engaging in physical challenges. Traits: bold, spontaneous, energetic. Interesting fact: adventurers are 30% more likely to suffer injuries due to high-risk activities. The provider. The provider is driven by the need to care for and support his loved ones. He finds fulfillment in ensuring the well-being of his family and often works tirelessly to maintain financial and emotional stability. Studies from the University of Chicago, 2020, indicate that providers report higher levels of life satisfaction when their efforts are appreciated. Traits: dependable, hardworking, nurturing. Interesting fact: providers are 70% more likely to prioritize savings and long-term investments. The joker. This man uses humor as a tool for connection and to diffuse tension. Often the life of the party, he thrives on making others laugh. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Social Psychology, men who use humor effectively are perceived as 40% more attractive. Traits: witty, lighthearted, charismatic. Interesting fact: jokers are 20% more likely to excel in sales and marketing roles.
Only 1% of viewers will be able to subscribe to my channel and like this video before it ends. 1, 2, 3.